The year is 1909. Wisconsin Motor Manufacturing Company was incorporated by Charles H. John and Arthur F. Milbrath. They built engines for automobiles, trucks, heavy construction equipment, marine, industrial engines. If it needed an engine, they had one for the job. Headquartered in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. For those that don't know, Wisconsin was the engine capital of the world at one point in time. You had Wisconsin, Kohler, Case, Alice Chalmers, Leroy, Briggs Stratton, Fairbanks, Morris and Company, Eagle Manufacturing Company, along with 141 other engine companies. It's also important to note there were at least 3 companies that used Wisconsin in their name. Wisconsin Engine Company of Corliss, Wisconsin Machinery and Manufacturing Company, and Wisconsin Motor Company of Milwaukee. Also, the word of the day is Wisconsin. So whatever drink of choice you're deciding to drink today, take a drink every time I say Wisconsin. Also, I would love to do an engine episode Wednesday on Kohler. Just looking for some feedback. Would you like to hear all of Kohler's history, or do you want to just hear about the engines? Because Kohler was in the market for, if a product had a market for it, Kohler built it. So in the comment section, what would you rather see? Just the engines or all of it for Kohler? Anyway, Wisconsin Engine Company would manufacture Wisconsin engines. They would build high-quality engines from day one, and they became hugely successful within the first 3 years, having both day and night shifts, employing 300 workers. They started in a small shop, North Milwaukee, moving to a bigger plant in 1910, West Allis, a Milwaukee suburb. The first engine the company would produce was the Type A. It was an inline 4-cylinder T-head design. The T-head engine design was a primitive design, side valve arrangement, much like an L-head, but the T-head has intake and exhaust valves on opposite side of the engine. When viewed from the end of the crankshaft, the cylinder and combustion chamber resembles that of a T. This engine design would be common until after World War I, being replaced by the L-head engine. The L-head design would prove to be more powerful, lighter, more fuel efficient, more cost-effective to produce. Wisconsin Engine Company would build 4 and 6-cylinder engines in T-head format. After the war, they went to L-head and overhead valve engine configurations, producing 20 horsepower all the way up to 200 horsepower. Wisconsin engines gained notoriety in racing. In 1915, 2 Stutz Bearcats were powered by Wisconsin engines, took first place and second place at Sheepshead Bay, Long Island Speedway. For those who may have never heard of Stutz, they were in business from 1911 through 1939. The original company was. They were revived, but we'll talk about that another day. Another casualty of the Great Depression. They built expensive, high-end, top-shelf cars that rivaled Packard, Pierce Arrow, Auburn, Cord. Stutz used Wisconsin engines from 1911 through 1917. Then they would build their own engines, both in 4-cylinder and 6-cylinder T-head configurations. Both the 4-cylinder and the 6-cylinder were rated at 60 brake horsepower. Pierce Arrow also used Wisconsin engines, as well as Case and Kissel Car. Race car drivers Ralph D. Palma, Bill Edicott, and Sig Hogdahl preferred Wisconsin-powered cars. In the 1930s, Wisconsin Engine Manufacturing Company would change their focus to air-cooled engines for agricultural and construction equipment. In 1935, a V4 was added to the engine offerings, but it's worth pointing out that they also made water-cooled engines at this point in time. In 1937, Wisconsin would merge with Continental Motor Company, but they remained independent in identity. After 1939, Wisconsin only produced air-cooled engines, offering engines in single, twin, and V4 configurations. Wisconsin is still in business today. Parts and service available at their website, which I will link in description if you're interested. All right, now it's time for Would You Rather. And a little bit different today because I'm pretty sure everybody in the comment section would rather have the Stutz Bearcat over, say, a lawnmower. If you have a memory or a story of a Wisconsin engine, share it in the comment section below. Also, if you have any information to add, because Wisconsin did exchange hands with Teledyne and Subaru, which is pretty bad if you, I can't spell Subaru unless I use the acronym. Do you know what the acronym for Subaru is? Screwed up beyond all repair usually. I've owned a couple Subarus, so I can say that because I've lived through the experience of owning a Subaru. They're great cars until they're not. But it wasn't that cut and dry. There was lots of conflicting information on who owned the company and when. So if you could add that in the comment section, that would be fantastic. All right, now it's time for Name That Tune. First person to get both the name of the band and the song title correctly in the comment section will have their comment pinned to the top of it. Thank you all so much for coming out and watching this. If you'd like to get in touch with me, shoot me an email at what_its_like@yahoo.com. If you have Facebook, you can check out our Facebook group. It gives you the opportunity to share your ride stories, pictures, any information that's car related, and you'd like to share it with the community because that's what we are here. We are a car community, first and foremost, that I am very much a part of. That's why I answer your questions, and I'm down there in the comment section a lot more than other channels because I'm a real person. I'm just a car enthusiast just like you guys. So thank you all so much for making this a car community. Until next time, toodaloo! Now that you guys are feeling pretty chill, feeling pretty mellow, you can listen to all the times that I screwed up putting this little thing together. My brother used to work with a bunch of people that were from Wisconsin, and he said that they pronounced Wisconsin like this. Wisconsin! I wasn't sure if he was joking, but I had to go back and fix Wisconsin so many times because I wanted to say it like that. Wisconsin engines are made around, damn it. Wisconsin, stop saying it like that. Wisconsin, Wisconsin. You're going to offend somebody. Wisconsin, not Wisconsin, even though you want to say it like that. It's important to note that at least 3 companies used Wisconsin in their name. Wisconsin Engine Company of Corliss. Anyway, Wisconsin made premium engines from day one. Come on, man! Get it together. It's Wisconsin.